Someone is really mad that their opinion doesn't matter to you. They're projecting. They want you to focus on what they're saying. They so don't want you doing something, okay? They want to control you with their opinion. Lesson learned. You've had enough. You don't need more of this. This person's approval isn't worth anything. It could be someone in your family, someone who has always discouraged you, a parent, if not parent, just someone very close to you whose opinion really used to matter and they're mad that it doesn't anymore. This person always held you back, projecting their own failure, their own imposter syndrome. They want you to fall and not do well, but that's not what's going on. That's why you got to focus on your success. Focus on you and going forward. You learned a lesson here and you've had enough. You don't need them. You don't need their advice. You don't need their opinion. You don't need anything from them. And it could be there's something about this that triggers you because maybe you want their approval or they have hurt you in the past by not giving you their approval. Their approval doesn't matter. It does not matter. I'm supposed to go to money moves real quick here. Love affair. This is telling me that someone's trying to get you to think you're doing something wrong. Love affair, not necessarily with a person, but with something, or it could be with a person. They don't like that. They want you to be in love with them, or at least with their opinion. And I don't mean that romantically necessarily, especially, if it's somebody in your family, definitely not. But what I mean is they want you to fawn all over their opinion. They feel like they're losing control. They feel like you're going to move on and get somebody else's opinion. It makes them feel good to make you feel bad. Like it makes them happy to see you cry. Oh, that's terrible. That's why you got to get away from them. Their projection is not your reality. It's their projection. See this like a movie projector. It's like the image that they're casting onto the screen. They want you to look at that. They want that to be your reality, but it's not. That's why you got to focus on yourself, on your projection. Yeah. You get to project your future on yourself. I've learned that a lot lately. Projecting isn't bad as long as you're projecting for yourself. You are a projector. We all are. But it's about you. It's not about projecting your failure or limitations on people. What you project upon others is going to come back to you. Like if this person's just really negative, discouraging, that's why, because that's all they know. They're projecting that onto you because that's just who they are. That's what's projected onto them. Let's see. What else? You will always be the one who got away. So that card flopped right out. You have to get away. You really do. Like they want to hold you down and be mean to you. Yeah. Oh, I don't like this energy at all. I feel like I'm supposed to move on. What do you need to focus on? Let's get something good. You just need to leave this behind you. There's no reason to keep talking about this. Even in this reading, there's no reason. Don't let them do this to you. I know it's really easy to sit around and let people make you cry, even stuff that happened a long time ago. It's really easy to sit there and just get upset, get emotional, get angry, sad, whatever, because of something someone said to you a long time ago. It happens to all of us. Or at least it could. Deal with that trigger. Ask yourself, why is this triggering me? And just move on from it. You got away. They're not around you anymore. Hopefully not. That trauma is like a magnet. It's like it wants to keep drawing us back. That discouragement, that depression, anxiety, whatever it is. It wants to keep pulling us back down. But like even me right now, like I could sit here and think about stuff that certain people in my life have done to me. Or I could focus on good things. I could focus on moving forward, on making myself better, on working on things that are productive. Or I could sit and just stew in the past for no reason. Stuff I've already worked through. It's like it's just coming back. Don't do that. Okay? Just move forward. Have a list of things that you work on. Stay busy. That's really the secret to life, is just stay busy working on your own progress. Stay busy. Don't give yourself enough time to sit around and think about it. Replace those thoughts. Like I said, it's not bad to think about it, to trigger, to let yourself be triggered, but move on. Deal with it and move on. It doesn't have to keep rebounding and coming back on you. 3 cards. Question everything. You deserve better than you were asking for, and you will get through this. This is about questioning the thoughts. Like I was just talking about. Don't accept all the thoughts. You can replace thoughts. Oh yeah. You're in control of your mind. If you're sitting around letting yourself be consumed by that, getting depressed by that, put one foot in front of the other, one thought in front of the other. Have a list of things that get you out of it, whether it's music and not songs that remind you of them, but just stuff that makes you feel good. That's not destructive. That's not bad for you. A project that you're working on that's actually going to maybe lead to money, or not, if not money, just some kind of satisfaction, joy. Focus on what gives you joy. And that should line up with what gives you money. That's alignment. because money is just a frequency. That's how you bust out of this prison planet. Do what gives you joy and the money will flow. Focus on that. Focus on good things. People who uplift you. Don't just sit around getting upset about it, getting angry. If you find that starting to take over, move on from it. You might have to give yourself a little push because at first you might not feel like it. I know how that goes. It's hard at times because you don't feel like it, but just start doing it. Action increases motivation, okay? If you start taking action, even if you don't feel like it, if you're like, you know what, I'm going to put this song on, or I'm going to just do one little task in this long series of 20 tasks that I really need to work on. I'm going to work on this one thing, and it'll lead to something else. It's just putting one foot in front of the other. But don't just sit there and relax in that trigger. They don't deserve that. This person hurt you once already with this projection, with discouraging you. They don't deserve to keep hurting you over and over, do they? Think of it like that. Just think of it like, I got away from them. It's like being in a captive situation, like in prison or kidnapped or something. You get away from it, you're away. If you keep thinking about it, it's like you're back in that prison. You're back with your captor. You keep thinking about getting emotional. I mean, it's one thing if you got to go to trauma support, deal with that PTSD, but that's how you deal with it. You replace it. You don't just keep letting yourself relive it. And if you're around people who keep triggering you, no, find something else. If you are watching TV shows that constantly trigger you, no. Because I've known that to happen to people who were having like PTSD nightmares. Come to find out, they were triggering themselves, watching like really dramatic stuff at night, like right before bed. That's why a lot of people watch stuff like comedy or, it used to be talk shows. People would watch Leno or Letterman. If you're old like me, those were the big ones when I was growing up. It's best to do things that are happy before bed. And I know this from experience because I've been around these people. I was around somebody who did that. Like one time I was staying with somebody who kept having nightmares. And in fact, that's one of the reasons I was there, because they had PTSD nightmares and they were sick, chronically ill. And so I was there helping take care of them out of guilt. Well, this person would have nightmares. After a while, I started having them. Because part of me kind of wondered, I'm like, is it just from being around this person this is happening? No. It's because of the stuff they were watching at night. Like, it was not the kind of stuff I would watch right before bed. It was like just examples, Dr. Phil, just the stuff that's traumatic and dramatic. And just bringing up thoughts and stuff you really don't need to be thinking about before bed. But that's all this person wanted to watch. And it's like, okay, I understand now. And it stopped happening after I stopped being around this person and watching that stuff. Because that's not stuff I wanted to watch anyway. I'm not trying to say there's anything wrong with that. Anything wrong with watching it. But, if it's triggering you, especially late at night, look, do something good before bed. Watch comedy. If you watch anything, talk to people who make you laugh. But don't just keep talking about your trauma. You're just going to keep bringing it up, okay? Last card. Feel free to say no to those negative thoughts. Just don't take all the energy that comes your way. And there's so many frequencies and stuff that come across TV. Stuff that wants to manipulate your thoughts. TV is one of the worst. I don't even have a TV right now. Of course, for a lot of us, social media, TikTok, other things, the For You page has replaced social media. It's so easy to get addicted to that. Watch that too. Be careful. When I say watch it, I mean be mindful of it. Turn it off. Have a list of things that you do that cheer you up and don't bring you down. You have everything it takes to be successful. You are kind. You are brave. You are protected. You are wealthy and prosperous in every aspect of your life. I'm so glad these came out in response to this horrible person. Yeah, horrible. At least their effect on you is horrible. They're projecting their own thoughts and failures and energy. You are successful. You are brave enough to get away. You are kind. Be kind to them, but keep moving. Don't spend time with them. Just be kind and keep moving. You're protected. Your brain is protected. Your mind, your thoughts are protected. And they can't stop this. You are wealthy and prosperous in every aspect of your life. That's what they want to stop because they've never been that way, because people have projected onto them, but that doesn't mean they need to project it onto you. Like I said, you will get through this. I'm going to end with this. You are wealthy and prosperous in every aspect of your life. It is spoken, it is written, and so it is. Amen.